Today we're going to do 4 yin yoga poses for your lungs. So let's go ahead and start just by resting back. You're going to need 2 blocks for today's class. Take your arms out beside you, your palms turned up. Feel the support of the earth underneath you. Let your breath drop down and into your belly. And let your exhalations sink you into the ground. Okay, so from here we're going to roll to our side. We're going to come up for our first yin yoga pose, which is going to be broken wings. So you're going to start on all fours. Walk your knees over to your right side. Lower your left hips down to the ground. And you're going to take your left arm out to the side with your knees bent so that you're opening up the left side of your chest. And just lift your left arm up to the height where you feel a sensation of opening in the left side of your chest. So let's just go over our principles of yin here in our first position. We want to choose an appropriate edge so that we feel sensation, but not that it's sensational. So you want to feel tension opening into the chest and the pecs here. But we want it to be something that you can stay with for 5 minutes because we will be staying for a while. You want it to be something that you can soften into and be still with. In this position, you can bring your focus and attention to your lungs, your left lung being held by the earth. And as you breathe in, you can feel your lungs expand into the earth. And as you breathe out, you can feel your left lung sink back down into the earth. Okay, we're going to slowly release the pose from this side. You might want to lower your arm before you come out. And then we're going to lie on our backs and just feel the flow of chi through the left side of your body, the inside of your left arm. Let's go ahead and set that up on the other side. So roll to your side or rock yourself up. So you're going to walk your knees over to the left side of your mat, lower your right hips down. Take your right arm out to the side and lower your right side of your body down to the mat. Your knees are up at a right angle here. And you're going to just lift your right arm up until you feel sensation in your right arm. Okay, so let's talk about where you're going to place your attention in the pose. So when you're resting here, you can feel your right lungs against the ground. You can feel an opening through your chest. So you can focus your attention on the sensation in the pose. You can focus on your breathing, which is really interesting in this position because you can breathe into your right lung, feel your right lung press into the ground as you inhale and sink as you exhale. So you can really tune into that relationship with the earth here as well. You could have a mantra. I love the Thich Nhat Hanh mantras. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. It's a nice mantra. You could put your attention on your intention for this class. You might have an intention that you have for the year, for your life. And one of my overarching intentions for my life is to offer myself kindness, unconditional love, unconditional positive regard. So you might just check in and see if that's happening here in this pose, or whatever it is for you in your life. Maybe you have a word for the year. See if you're embodying that in this pose. If all of these things feel too internal, you can always open your eyes, ground yourself by looking in the space. And most of all, you can know that you never practice alone. That we are always practicing together. That there are others practicing yin yoga right now. And that we share our collective healing energy when we come together and practice. We're going to slowly release this pose from your body. You might want to just lower your right arm down a bit before you push up and out of this pose. And then lie on your back to feel the rebound. Okay, for our next pose, we're going to come into seal or sphinx pose, whatever feels best for you in your body. We're not going to hold it for as long. So you're going to lie on your stomach. And you're just going to wiggle your hips from side to side. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And you can either come up into Sphinx, you can stay here, or you can take your arms out wide to the side and lift up there. And you're just going to lift and open your chest. And then we're going to slowly lower down and just give our body a chance to receive that posture. Okay, from here we're going to do half heart melting pose. So in this position, you're going to take your left arm forward. Your legs are going to be parallel to the ground and you're going to lean back. You're probably going to have your right arm like this, and you can rest your forehead on your right arm or on the ground. I've just got an injury on my right arm, so I will just rest like this. So you're slowly going to come out of this pose and you're going to rest back on your back. Just let the chi flow and receive the pose. And then we'll go ahead and do this pose for your other side. So this time you'll take your right arm forward. Your legs are perpendicular to the ground. You're going to open your chest to the ground, rest your forehead on the ground or on a block. And you're going to slowly come out and rest back. Just allow yourself to receive the posture. Notice how you're feeling in your chest, in your lungs. Notice how your breathing is, if anything's changed since the beginning of the class. Okay, for our final pose, we're going to do supported fish pose. So you can use your blocks for this, or you could use a bolster if you want to use a bolster. For this, you have you have choices. You can use your blocks at this setting, which is nice, opens up your back, or you can go for higher settings like this. So there's no right or wrong or better best, they're just different. You're going to be in this pose for 5 minutes. So feel the opening in your chest here. Breathe into your lungs. Okay, you're going to slowly bring your arms in, bend your knees, roll to your side. And you can take those blocks away and just rest back on your back again. And feel what you've gained from the class. You're going to lie here for your Shavasana to receive your class. Notice how your lungs feel, notice how your chest feels, your heart. I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. This poem is called Salty Absolution by Astora Adams. It's from the October 2020 edition of Collective Wisdom. And I'll link to the poem and put the name and the author and everything in the show notes below. You can click below for that. Facing nothing and everything, heart full of emptiness, I am washed with salty absolution. Braced in the shifting sands, waves break over me, overwhelm me, push me forward, cleanse my soul of ache and sorrow and regret, and I am born new again, fragile and small, into a cold, unfamiliar world with nothing and everything.